Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. And in this crazy NFL week so far, I want to say the most disappointing loss of the week has to be the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I know that Denver Miami game was off the chain. Miami out there looking like a college team. I'm sorry, making Denver look like they made Denver. I mean, I didn't know if it was Colorado University out there or actual NFL team, but man, anyways, though, back to the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott. I mean, if you look at his stats, right? Okay, he throws for 249 yards. Okay, that's not bad, right? But not efficient. 25 of 40, and he throws a critical interception. But before we get to that interception, I mean, we got to start looking at Dak Prescott now. Like, he's a quarterback that he won't win you the game, but he can definitely lose the game for you. And the Cowboys hype was just so unreal after 2 games. Now, I respect the legitimate Cowboy fans who just like, let's just hold up, let's just see. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to a good start, but we need to see more. We need to see how the offense does when the defense isn't as dominant. And of course, we get that test today to see, because I was curious. Listen, I'm not a Cowboys fan, obviously, but I was intrigued by their defense, even minus Trayvon Diggs. Is his defense still as good? Is that front seven, that front line as dominant? And I was like, you know what? I was like, Cowboys, should have a field day with the Cardinals with Dobbs starting. Oh man, out the gate, Dobbs burned him. Dobbs almost burned him for a TD. I was just like, oh boy. Okay, first drive luck, whatever. And then no, Arizona Cardinals was in control of this entire game. This is the team that was supposed to be in, are still in, or guess not, but the Caleb Williams sweepstakes, right? There was a lot of talks of the team tanking, and eventually moving on from Kyler Murray. And no, the Cardinals came out to play in Arizona, and the Cowboys laid an egg. Now, I understand the Cowboys had, Zach Martin wasn't playing and Tyron Smith wasn't playing, like O-lines that were out. But I would still think that the Cowboys should still dominate this game. I mean, you had Pollard rushing for 122 yards. Gallup balled out. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem was Dak is not able to cash in the red zone. And this has been the thing with Dak Prescott for a while. He just cannot deliver in the red zone. Just can't. And let this game, I know this game for the Cardinals, like for them, it's like their Super Bowl, and they should celebrate this win. They should be happy because considering, they came to this game being a 2-touchdown underdog, okay, at home. So, Vegas didn't have any, and wasn't really giving this team any hope. And I don't think the betting public gave this team any hope. Obviously, smart money would be on the Cowboys, regardless of Cowboys offense. That defense alone, should contain this Cardinals team. Nah, game was competitive. Game got sweaty hella early for the Dallas Cowboys, and I got to lay this on a play calling of Mike McCarthy and the play of Dak Prescott. I mean, you cannot throw, an interception late in the game in the red zone like that. Maybe that touchdown wouldn't matter, but it made things very interesting. But just they had they had 6 field goals in the they had 6 points in the red zone total. So I believe they tried they tried to win for a couple times, didn't get there, settled for field goals. Just Dak is just gonna get you field goals, and he's not gonna punch in these touchdowns, man. And look, the Cowboys ran 33 times but threw 40. So where was the balance? If for this team to be successful, they need to run the ball more than they pass. Clearly, you had Pollard, giving you what he gave you. Then you got to keep using him. He's on a franchise tag. You run Pollard till the wheels fall off. But yeah. So, for Dak Prescott, man, I know all the talk was, can this Cowboys get to a Super Bowl? And they still can. They still one of the elite teams in the NFC. I'm not gonna let this one game define them, but this one game can give you a snapshot in how this team can be. They came to this game as if this was like a joint practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then once the Cardinals hit him in the mouth, they had no answer. They really didn't respond. And it's like, I know y'all lost Trayvon Diggs, but I mean, come on. I mean, you still got Dak Prescott. You still got CeeDee Lamb. You got Gap. Your offense is still potent compared to the Cardinals. And the Cardinals just controlled the whole game. Crazy. I would never have thought the Cardinals would have controlled and dominated the game the way they did. And Dobbs didn't really go crazy. I mean, Dobbs did rush for like 50 plus yards. But he was efficient, 17 to 21 passing, no turnovers, right? So he probably played a better game than Dak. Crazy, so this is going to be a wake-up call for the Cowboys, man. Like, I know it's just the Cardinals early in the season, but these games can matter. If this season gets tight, if it becomes a race for, being a 1 or 2 seed, it's games like this where you want to rest your offensive linemen for minor injuries instead of going out there and handling business. This game can come back and bite him in the tail, man. So, Dak Prescott and his red zone woes continue. Like I said, Dak Prescott, he at this point, the way I view him, he can manage the game. He can definitely lose the game for you, but I don't really see him winning games for you guys going forward, or him being the catalyst. It's just gonna have to be an ultra balanced attack. But one of the most bizarre wins this weekend, considering you're going up against a team that's trying to be in the lottery, the draft for Caleb Williams sweepstakes, and you lay an egg. Crazy, man. Anyways, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.